But that's all changing. After over a half century at the helm, Tim White is hanging up the chalk.
This is great. They don't know when class ends.
I never really knew I was going to be a teacher till I was. I entered my career in this school teaching 3 different subjects and coaching 3 sports. You don't have a human being that would ever do that today. Because they're smarter.
So you get here, you're 21 years old. What are the subjects that you have taught here at Bennett over the years?
Chemistry, physics, math, religion, general science too.
But what he's most famous for is his English class.
Is he out of gas?
No. I mean, you saw him today. He walks around. He gets involved in the class.
Depends on who looks at it.
But he was just doing that because the cam was here, right?
No,
Normally,
that's-
he's just a broken down old man who has no energy,
every
right?
day he walks back and forth and he talks to us, and he's always really involved with us.
I would do anything to keep their attention, as you well remember, including spitting on you.
And he spits, but I always sit in the back, so I've never witnessed.
We would move the seats back because you'd get wet.
You always told me
You
that.
know what? Going to your class is like going to a Gallagher show.
Go to graduation practice. That's where you're supposed to.
I've always felt that.
30 years later, and every time I write something for work, I hear your voice in the back of my head.
Hey, that's good. I never got in my car and drove the 15 miles to school thinking I hate to go to work. Never. What else could you do with your life where you could say, I'm doing something worthwhile?
So Mark is in Lisle right now, and we're going to send it over to him. Mark.
Good morning. We are live here in Lisle, Illinois at Bennett Academy with Dr. Tim White. What was your doctorate in?
Humanities.
And has that come into play in these half a century of teaching?
No. Not really.
No, really?
No, not really.
So it was just a complete waste?
Yeah, well, that was, yeah. It was just honorary.
Oh, I see.
It was just an honorary thing for teaching so long.
And you stumbled into teaching, we touched on it a little bit in the piece, but it wasn't even your original plan. You were going to be a newspaper guy, right?
Yeah, I was working for a newspaper, and then I was actually studying to be an engineer, chemical engineer, and I just stumbled into it.
So
But you know, God has plans for everybody.
Yes. You've probably taught about 8,000 kids over 52 years.
I think so, yeah.
You put your fingerprints on a lot of people. That's got to be a very gratifying thing, right?
Yes, very gratifying, but sometimes heartrending too when you see them go and you don't see them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like to see people like you come back and find out you were successful.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
you're successful.
Well, we brought some extra people back to say hi to you. These are some of your recent graduates, some of the older alumni. We wanted to give you a big goodbye because you've been here 52 years and you've made an incredible impression on me and thousands of people that came through here.
You surprised me.
We did. And I just want to thank you for being the teacher I will always think about. I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
It was
you.
fun doing it.
That's great. That's great.
I think he's going to cry.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mark. That was great. 52 years, Dr. Tim.